Good afternoon. It's Monday. I'm Ben, and this is Acoustic Paradiso here on Andertons TV. Bit of a kind of special one today because we have these, which are the first Epiphone guitars to be built in the USA since 1970. I'm guessing that a lot of people watching probably only know Epiphone as a subsidiary brand of Gibson, so kind of like as Squier are to Fender, Epiphone are to Gibson, which is true. That's what they've been known for, since Gibson bought the company way back. So, but a bit of history about Epiphone as a company. They're actually an older company than Gibson. They were started in 1873 in what is now Turkey, but I think they've been going in the States since 1903. Which was a year after Gibson was started. So they were started in 1902. So the Epiphone brand has been around for a long time, and before Gibson actually bought Epiphone back in 1957, I believe, Epiphone were their main competitor for archtop guitars. And after the death of the guy who owned Epiphone, whose name I will not try and pronounce because my pronunciation of Greek names is terrible, after he died, Gibson managed to get hold of the Epiphone company, and in 1958 they introduced the original Texan, which is what this is based on. It looks very familiar to another Gibson guitar, which is obviously the J45. Very similar body shape, this slope-shouldered dreadnought. The main difference in the construction between a J45 and the Texan is the scale length, because a J45 has the traditional kind of Gibson 24 3/4 inch, whereas this has the longer 25.5 inch scale length. So you get more of that, it's a little brighter, and you get a little bit more of that kind of percussive attack that you might associate with a longer scale dreadnought like a D18 or something like that. Looking at more of the construction of the guitar, this guitar is made in the States, as I said, the first one since 1970. It's made in the Gibson factory in Bozeman, Montana, out of the same woods they make Gibson guitars from, and by the same people who make Gibson guitars. So the quality is up there, which does also explain the price. It's £2,349 for this, but it's an amazing instrument. So you heard me doing some strummy stuff on the intro. One of the most famous people to have played the original Texan model was Paul McCartney. So it works for some good finger picking stuff too. This may sound a little familiar for you Beatles fans, but yeah, it's a really beautiful guitar to play, I have to say. It's got a big kind of D profile neck, it's a mahogany neck, Indian rosewood fretboard, bone nut. I think these are Grover tuners on the top here. This one is fitted with the Fishman VTC pickup system, which is, it's fine. That was obviously a Beatles song. Some other people who have played the Texan model in the past include Peter Frampton, the great English folk guitar player Whiz Jones, who I have been lucky enough to see a couple of times, and he still plays his original, I think it's a 1963 Texan that he's got, and it sounds amazing. So if you look after it, then I know that if you buy one of these Texans, it's going to sound great in 40 or 50 years time or whatever it is. Kurt Cobain also played one for the In Utero tour. So it has been used a lot by various people. These are American made, so they've got the nitrocellulose finish, which is beautiful. X-bracing inside, hot hide glue dovetail neck joint. I mean, it's really, like, in construction terms, it's built like a Gibson by the same people who work at Gibson in the Gibson factory. So it's an incredible guitar. This is the antique natural finish. This one sitting next to me here is the vintage Sunburst finish. The specs are all the same. but I'll play it, shall I? And just see if there's any difference in sound for you. This is the vintage Sunburst version. It's the same construction as the other one. So it's the solid Sitka spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides, mahogany neck, Indian rosewood board, bone nut, go to tuners, rosewood bridge, all that good stuff, which you'll notice is very, very similar, if not exactly the same spec as a J45. Yeah, this is the antique Sunburst, which is my favourite of the two colours, just because I'm a sucker for a nice Sunburst. It's, you know, it's a beautiful guitar. On a little side note, the model number of this is an FT79, which was also an Epiphone model before they were built by Gibson, but it's a slightly different shaped acoustic guitar. That's the one that you might see Hendrix pictured with. If you see him with a Guild acoustic, that's a Guild FT79, which is similar to this, but it's slightly different shaped body. It's a square, more square-shouldered. But anyway, that's a complete digression from the fact that this is the current FT79 Texan model, which is the USA one, which I've fallen for in a pretty big way, to be honest. It's great. But you will, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have also noticed that sitting on this stand is a guitar that looks very similar to the one that I'm holding. That is also an Epiphone Texan, but that is from the Masterbilt range, which are the Indonesian range. So we thought it would just be interesting to do a bit of a compare and contrast between the two to see what the differences are, tonally and kind of in anything else that we can feel. So again, this, and we put it up to standard tuning. This is the USA-made Epiphone Texan. Just want to play big chords on it all day. That's all I want to do, just play open position chords because it sounds so great. But anyway, let me check now see what the Masterbilt Indonesian version sounds like. So there you go. Interesting. There. I mean, there's obviously, tonally, there's a huge difference actually. I'm quite surprised. So the construction on this one is, this has got a solid top, but I believe that the back and sides are laminate on this. Mahogany still. Again, the rosewood neck. This has got a slightly slimmer, this has got the C taper neck, so it's a lot thinner. I think this neck is actually closer to the neck that was used on the 60s Texans, but I might well be wrong about that. In terms of feel, I mean, this still feels like a really nice guitar, but it doesn't have nearly as much low end acoustically as the USA-made ones. It's got lots of mid-range. It's still a really good guitar. This one is only, this one's $599. So there's a big price difference between the two. Is this one better? Yes. In a short answer. But then it is, that's nearly, you know, that's 2,300 quid. But this one, for $599, is a good guitar. But I am going to switch back to the USA one now. The USA guitars come with this this very nice TKL hardshell case. I've not looked inside it. It's blue. Important stuff. But yeah, that's a good case. So to finish up with this, I mean, I am really, I'm really enamoured with these guitars. I think they're wonderful, and it's nice that the new owners at Gibson are kind of bringing back some of these older designs, because this is a classic design. I know that they announced at NAMM that they're also going to be reissuing a USA-made Epiphone Casino, which is the hollow body electric with P90s, which I'm very excited to see as well. So it's great. It's a lot of people will associate, as I said at the beginning, Epiphone with the kind of budget brand of Gibson. But if you do look back at their heritage and realise they've been going for so long, they've got such a kind of rich history, and the fact that Gibson are going to bring back some of these kind of lost, iconic models with USA construction is really good. I'm really looking forward to what they do, and I'm hoping that they bring out some of the acoustic archtops from those designs from the kind of 30s and 40s. Anyway, this is it. This is the Epiphone Texan, and it's been a real pleasure to play these. I'm Ben. This is Acoustic Paradiso. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. All right.